Hello dear people and welcome to the Devlog about an RTS tower defense shooter I haven't a name for yet. Last week I started to make some UI changes. Firstly, I added some animations so my game UI doesn't feel like a prototype, which it is. Yeah. For the animations I used an asset called Lean Tween. With it you can animate UI and every game object you want inside your code. I really like that asset because it's so flexible and I'm kinda using it in every game, so if you have interest in this asset, I dropped a tutorial in the description. It's very useful. Yeah, check it out. By the way, it's free. So after that implementation I noticed the player can't see how much life and building has. So I added a health bar and animated it with Lean Tween. I also added a little bit of feedback for the player, so when an enemy hits a building, the health bar pops up. It's bad feedback, but bad feedback is better than non-feedback, I guess. So I wanted to have some variety in how the player can approach combat. So I added a machine gun and a shotgun to the turret. Nothing very special, but I want to mention how I implemented it. I used an abstract class which inherent from scriptable object. Now I can inherit from that class and make any kind of weapon I want. The weapon handler script in the scene will now handle the input. And the weapon class I make, for example a machine gun, will instantiate everything I want. The only problem is I need inside the scriptable object and reference to a scene object. In this case, the player weapon handler itself. That's a little bit complicated, but I can just make as many scriptable object assets as I want. For example, 20 machine gun types, and change just what's getting spawned, which bullet getting spawned, how much spread it has, and so on. Like that I can easily expand my weapon variety. To prevent the player from spamming one weapon, I added overheating to the turret. I need a little bit of experimentation with the weapon system because I'm not quite happy with it, but I know I want something else so the player don't just have one weapon. To change the building gameplay a little bit, I added some empowered fields and some obstacles. Because in a playtest everyone just built around the turret and that's kinda boring. So a player has some meaningful decisions. The empowered field is mostly on the edge of the playing field, so the player has some gain and risk if he builds something on it. Last but not least, I added some enemy variety. I added a mage who spawns a big ass shield with a lovely little head. I added an archer who can attack from a distance, and a tank kinda guy who just tanks a little bit more and moves slower. That was everything I made this week. Thanks for watching until now and have a great day. Keep making games.